And I'm back. I'm playing Half-Life Alyx again. Well, technically I'm not. I'm technically watching Tyson play Half-Life Alyx because I've already played it so that we can get ready for our podcast that's coming out Thursday. No, we're recording it Thursday. It's going to come out Monday. So in a week from now, this is the daily, mostly daily news. Right now, we're going to get into it right away with Sony having some more fun. We know that they're having some issues fulfilling orders because of a lack of components, and now they are in a class action lawsuit, which those seem to be flying out everywhere right now, with CD Projekt Red and under multiple. But they have a controller drift issue right now with the PS5. There's a lot of people having issues with it, and apparently Sony's not taking it serious enough. Obviously, not claiming that it's a big issue, and the law firm is a U.S. law firm has filed a class action lawsuit, and this is from IGN, against Sony, alleging that the PS5 DualSense controller is defective due to drift, and that Sony was aware of the problem without disclosing it. The suit calls Sony's conduct fraudulent, deceptive, unlawful, and unfair. Last week, we reported on an investigation into DualSense drift by law firm Schwartz, Kreiner, and Daldson Smith LLP. The firm has now formally filed a class action suit in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York in documents provided to IGN. This suit is filed on behalf of plaintiff Lamarck Turner and all other similarities situated. So that's a lot of jargon, but it's interesting, and hopefully this turns out well for the users. I think beyond anything else, hopefully they can resolve these issues with the PS5 controller quick, and we can have fixes for newer versions. I know that this was kind of an issue with the PS4, with their controllers and the rubber part in the beginning models having issues just rubbing clean and going through the plastic, and your rubber part would fall off. I had the same issue. Hopefully we get a resolution for this, and hopefully it's not really as big of an issue as it just might be maybe a fewer people than there really is. But if you want to know more, go to the link below in our description on that. Up next, this has been a game that popped out of nowhere. It really was interesting. Valheim. It sold 2 million copies so far in the past week. And I believe it's only been in early access for about a week and a half. So that is just bonkers because it was created by 5 people. 5 people created that. I think it's a great success story. I think their studio is going to have a lot of success in the future. If you don't know anything about Valheim, it is a Norse-inspired survival multiplayer game. And it's got lo-fi graphics, so like you look in the back, like you see the picture as a whole, and it's beautiful. And then you play it, and you see these not really pixelated. It's not Minecraft-like graphics, and it will suck you into the world, and it's a lot like a lot of other survival games, but it's the one to watch out for this year. So if you haven't tried it out, give it a play. If you would like to play with us on our own server, maybe we'll allow some fans to do that. Just comment below if you're interested. Okay, this is a fun one. This is kind of a slower day, but a more fun day in the news, and which is a beautiful thing. Witcher 3. Some guy made a PS1 demake, is what they're calling it on PC Gamer, of Geralt in the bath. That scene with Geralt in the bath in Witcher 3, and it's very fun, pleasant. You get to be reminded that Tomb Raider, Lara Croft, and the good old days of PS1 triangles, just from this scene. So enjoy that. I'll have a link to the video below. Then this is some exciting news. So the Silent Hill creator Toyama, he teases a new horror project that he's working on. It's going to be fairly eerie, and he's only doing concept art apparently right now. And this is exciting. There's not a whole lot on this topic, but we will have more in the future. So keep an eye out for that, and hopefully we'll be getting something even better than Silent Hill in the near future. Up next is the ultimate guide to getting into the Resident Evil universe. If you haven't played a Resident Evil game yet, or if you are rusty and want to brush up on your lore to get ready for Resident Evil 8, this is the guide for you. And the reason why this is in the news is that I think it's a good idea. If you're new to Resident Evil, or if you want to dive into the lore more, because there's a lot to it, it's actually a very good franchise. There'll be a link below, and you can go to the PC Gamer website and just brush up on all that. And then next up is Meteor Exodus is getting an extensive free enhancement for PC and consoles, which is awesome. We love seeing these developers that actually treat their fan base correctly, and this is good news. So there's going to be ray tracing, DLSS 2.0, and then there's going to be much more to come. So they're really trying to push for just improving their game with free updates, and that always looks good. It's going to make it so that they're going to have a better profit in the future. And I believe because it makes people happy, and when people are happy, people spend money. So every other developer, take note. CD Projekt Red, you've done it in the past. Maybe you can get our hearts back. On to the next little final piece of news, and it's not really news per se, it's just something interesting. There is a YouTuber who spent $70,000 on the world's largest functional PS5. I don't know the details fully on this, but I do know that it is 10 feet tall, and it will play PS5 games. So that's all you gotta know. So if you were hoping to get something bigger or more costly of a PS5, I mean, scalpers have been charging a lot for PS5s. This guy wanted to spend a lot for a PS5, so he did. You're going to be having to beat $70,000 if you want a more expensive PS5 than him. Good luck with that. With the way scalpers are going, you might be doing that. And the shortages on PS5s that Sony has announced, still might be doing that. I'm still keeping my eye out for my PS5. Okay, on to some quick news. This is a section where I just read off quick little snippets of news that were too short or didn't need to be delved into. Capcom Insider backs up previous claims of Switch-focused Resident Evil Revelation 3, which could be called Resident Evil Outrage release. Vice City and Grand Theft Auto 3 source code has been reverse engineered. Pre-orders for a limited print physical Switch version of Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2 begin on February 26th. Google Stadia to get more than 100 games in 2021. Red Dead Redemption 2 is being used to teach a university history course, which I don't know if it's that historically accurate, but that's still really cool. It's got me entertained on the whole history front. Xbox streaming for web browsers is reportedly in development, which is fascinating because there's a lot of speed issues there, but they can overcome it. Well, that is it today for the news. I'm going to get back to watching Tyson play some more Half-Life Alyx. Maybe I'll even sneak a hit on some head crabs myself. So if you like this video, remember to subscribe and just bash with your crowbar that subscribe button, or the bell and the subscribe button, and we'll see you guys next time. Later.